Austrian Airlines will be glad to lend you wings on a voyage of discovery to Austria's towns. You're always welcome in Austria's cities, any day, any hour, around the clock. We have time for you. Give yourself a treat. Get acquainted with Vienna. Take a rewarding look at the architecture of the Ringstrasse and imposing St. Stephen's Cathedral. The Imperial Vault, the last resting place of 140 members of the House of Habsburg. Among them are 12 emperors in magnificent tombs. At the Imperial Palace, you can gaze in awe at the riches of the sacred and secular treasury. The past and the present give Vienna its unique atmosphere, and so does music. Have you ever danced to Viennese waltz by the waltz king Johann Strauss? Plays, concerts, opera, ballet, every night of the week. Vienna, city of music, city of theater, the second home of many famous artists. In Vienna, even the horses dance. The horses of the Spanish riding school, dressage and horsemanship in masterly perfection, a Lipizzaner ballet. In the Albertina, you can see the world's largest collection of graphic art. Raphael, Rembrandt, Rubens, and especially Albrecht Dürer. We treat our guests like kings. Schönbrunn, the imperial summer residence, awaits your inspection. And in the carriage house, the state coaches are looking their brilliant best. Out for a good time? Step right this way. In Vienna's Prater is one of Europe's biggest amusement parks. Lots of fun for all ages. When the bustle gets to be too much, or you start to think in terms of food, all you have to do is enter one of Vienna's cozy, old-style restaurants. Window shopping, evening in Vienna, a chorus of neon signs. Casino, cafes, variety shows, nightclubs, hotels. Through lush green vineyards flows the Danube, an excursion boat, the best way to see the Wachau. Speaking of wine, you'll always find pleasant company at a Heuriger. And what could be better than a glass of good wine to put us all in a mood for enjoyment? The medieval town of Krems is the pride and joy of the province of Lower Austria. On the other side of the Danube stands Gertweig Abbey. Benedictine hospitality, like everywhere in Austria. Your wine waiter is the Father Cellerman in person. Your very good health. Not far from Lake Neusiedl on the edge of the Hungarian plain is Eisenstadt, the capital of Burgenland. Eisenstadt's things to see make a visit really worthwhile. The cultural focal point, Esterhazy Castle. The Haydn Church, with the mausoleum of Burgenland's greatest composer, Joseph Haydn. There's no need to fear this dragon. It's the symbol of Klagenfurt, the capital of Carinthia. The Provincial Assembly and its striking heraldic hall. Minimundus, a city in miniature, perfect reproductions of famous buildings. It's really a small world. Just outside Klagenfurt is the Wörthersee, with Austria's biggest bathing beach, a popular meeting place for everyone whose element is water. The spell of the gaming table, an excitement all its own. International atmosphere combined with Austrian graciousness. The metropolis of green Styria, Graz, charming and lively. The armory in Graz houses a unique collection, an arsenal with 30,000 weapons and suits of armor. If your idea of conquest is attending the elegant huntsman's ball, it might be better to trade that armor for a huntsman's suit or a dirndl dress. It makes dancing easier. The festival city of Salzburg. The whole town's a stage. With the facade of Salzburg Cathedral as a backdrop, the annual performance of Every Man takes place, the morality play on the death of a rich man. Salzburg, city of Mozart. One of the greatest composers of all time was born here on January 27, 1756. Mementos of Wolfgang Amadeus. His sister, Nominal, is buried in romantic St. Peter's Cemetery. Mozart's own resting place was an unknown pauper's grave in Vienna. A thunderous welcome to the province of Tyrol, the giant Hero's Organ of Kufstein. Its imposing sound can be heard far down the valley. A panorama like nowhere else on Earth. The double Olympic city of Innsbruck, in the heart of the Alps. The court church and the tomb of Emperor Maximilian I, with the black statues of the imperial family standing round about. Innsbruck, delightful in summer, a paradise in winter. The Olympic flame has burned twice in Innsbruck at Winter Games. The bell ringers procession is an ancient folk custom, a symbolic struggle between winter and spring, and sooner or later, spring always wins. Bregenz on Lake Constance. An afternoon stroll on the lakefront promenade. A turn through the old quarter at twilight. And then it's time for a good dinner. Delicacies galore, specialities of Austria's fine cuisine. Too soon, it's time to think of leaving. Looking for a souvenir? You couldn't choose a more perfect way of saying, I like Austria. Regional costume, the heart's desire of many feminine visitors. The choice is enormous. Figurines of Augarten porcelain. Glorious cut glass. Petit point handbags or colorful tapestries. We can make farewells a little sweeter with an original Zocker cake. But it's not goodbye forever, or even for very long. A real Austria fan keeps coming back. Remember, you're always welcome in Austria's cities. Any day, any hour, around the clock. We have time for you.